All right, what's up, y'all? So, recently, Tony Khan says this: Adam Copeland was on an amazing run, arguably the greatest of his career. All right, Tony. Let me talk to you for a second. Now, I understand your role as leader of AEW is to say that everything that AEW does is the greatest. You are the best. No one does it better. I understand that completely. And AEW does a lot of things better than a lot of different wrestling companies. But they also do a lot of things worse than a whole lot of wrestling companies. And one of those things is hyping shit up that doesn't need to be hyped up. Adam Copeland, the rated R superstar, Edge, was not on the most amazing run of his career. He was not on the greatest run of his career in AEW. He has a mid-card championship, which really hasn't felt the same since Miro had it. His debut, amazing. First feud, great. Matches since he came back, pretty damn cool. Unfortunately, he jumped off the cage in his last match. I think it was against Malachi Black. Snapped his leg. He went on record, said he shouldn't have done it. I'm watching the match like, why are you going up there, sir? That move is not in your... You don't have those badges, bro. What are you doing? You do not have those badges. But he did it, you know. He got a little too happy, hurt himself. He'll be back soon, hopefully. This is my thing. I don't like when Tony Khan does this, because he does this all the time. He'll have a wrestler that he brings in from WWE, and he'll say whatever they're doing in AEW is the greatest run of their career. I don't think it's nothing to get like angry about. I just think he has to stop setting up his superstars for this. Because some people aren't going to be as tame as I am about this right now. Because, like I said, I see why he says these things. I understand. That's his job, to hype everything up. But when you try to research and say, okay, let's go see. He hasn't even won a world championship. He hasn't even had an all-time match in this AEW run. So how in the world is it the greatest of his career? What has he done that's matched up to anything that he's done in his prior place of employment? You know, like, what did he do? And it feels like the reason why these conversations are hard to have is because Edge is one of my favorite superstars of all time. I hate having these conversations because it seems like I'm trying to demean the career of Copeland. I'm not. But when you put Copeland in this position, say, these few months, this a little bit of time that you've been in the AEW is better than everything that you did on Raw, SmackDown combined in your entire career, that's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. That's not logical. It's not even like an opinion. Like, you can't even go on a debate show and argue that Adam Copeland is better than Edge. You can't. Because you don't have any reference. You have no references to these claims that you're making. If I'm watching ESPN and Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp are on there arguing about LeBron James versus Michael Jordan, the debate goes on forever and never will stop. You have opinions, but then you have facts, you have stats to match up with your claims. LeBron James is arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. You can argue that. Will you win the argument? It depends on how good your points are. Michael Jordan, the main consensus around it that he is the greatest of all time. But it's arguable that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is better, that Kobe Bryant is better. I don't agree with that, but it's arguable because they have the stats to match up. Adam Copeland does not have the stats to match up with Edge. That's like if I came on here and said, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, Sin Cara might just be better than John Cena. I don't have any facts to support that claim. Because if you look at their careers side to side, one completely washes the other. And if someone came to me and said that to me, if we're on a debate kind of thing, and someone says, hey, Adam Copeland's better than Edge, what has Adam Copeland done that equates to headlining WrestleMania? Or winning a world championship? Nothing. WrestleMania is the biggest wrestling show in the history of wrestling shows. And fortunately or unfortunately, it's going to be like that for the rest of history. That's just what it is. Edge already eclipsed anything that he could have done in AEW. It doesn't matter. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't matter what he does in AEW. It doesn't. He's in AEW, from what I've heard him say, he's there to have fun with his friend Christian. And that's what he's been doing. He's been great. But one, I do believe that the culture around AEW can get a little toxic at times, because just from a fan perspective, if I'm wrong on this, let me know. If someone else has a different viewpoint on it, there's no one back there telling them no. So when they want to do, when Edge climbs up to the top of the cage, no one's like, hey, bro, hey, bro, real quick, we love you. Okay, we love you. You're great. You know what I'm saying? On this day, you know what I'm saying? We love you. I don't think you should be doing. When have you ever seen that video of I think it was Mike Brown? It might not. I don't know who it was. It was some kind of basketball coach, and he was yelling at them during the timeout. He's like, "Have you ever practiced that shot? Why would you take that shot, Adam? Have you ever done that before? Jumped off the top of the cage like that?" And halfway through midair, he realized, "Uh-oh, I shouldn't have done this." Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think the crowd was chanting, "Please get down," or "Please don't fall," or something like that. I'm like, what are you doing up there? What are you about to do from there? And then the move didn't even work because he realized halfway down, before he hit the ground, uh-oh, this may not end well. And he probably hurt himself more once he realized he was about to hurt himself. And this is my thing. It's like, if they're rehearsing them, I don't know how their match production goes. I don't know if they rehearse, but I assume they do. No one said, "Hey, Adam, please don't do that. The risk reward here is not. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please. That's not your shot. Don't shoot that half court. You're the center. Get under the rim. Like, what are you doing?" Edge is one of the greatest of all time. Adam Copeland is one of the greatest of all time in wrestling, period. I can't name 5 bad moments in Edge's career. It's damn near a perfect career. But I don't want AEW to become one of those bad moments. I don't want it to be. But when you have people like Tony Khan who just say whatever and set up Copeland for these comparisons, if you're going to compare Adam and Edge, it doesn't equate. It doesn't. And that's okay. That's not a bad thing. Everything does not have to be compared to what Triple H is doing. But when you say it, now I'm going to ask, why did he say that? Let's research. Maybe I'm wrong. Because the first thing I saw was, wait a minute, did I miss something? Like, what did he do in this? They haven't even given him time. He got hurt, so he doesn't even have the time to even get close. I don't know how long he signed the contract for, but now he's losing time right now. You know what I'm saying? So no, that is the most incorrect statement I've heard Tony Khan say yet, and he said a lot of them. No, Adam Copeland is not on the greatest run of his career. He's on a great run. The run, I have no problem with the run, but it is not anywhere close to anything that he did as Edge. And again, that is okay. But I can't sit back and just, nah, man. As much as I love Edge, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Now, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be one of those things that Tony Khan has to nip in the bud quick. And he said this about he said this about Sting, which is arguable. I think the Sting one is arguable. I don't know if I believe it, 'cause I think his TNA run is the stuff of legend. But I think TNA and AEW, that's an arguable point. You know what I'm saying? Adam Cole, NXT and AEW. Yeah, arguable. Arguable, maybe. Jeff Hardy, no. Not arguable. Who else? Rusev and Miro. I think his AEW run, actually, that's arguable. Miro and Rusev, that might be an arguable one. See, you could go out there and say that, but I don't know where Miro is at these days. I don't know if he still works. I don't know where he at. If someone can find Miro, please let me know. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know where that man went. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I just don't. Tony Khan can't go out there and do this all the time. And he does this every time a superstar comes from a different company. Well, from the Triple H company. He says, hey, listen, I know they just got here, but hey, I'm going to tell you this right now. I just thought about something. So I think we all know that Ricochet, he is going to end up in AEW before too long. I want to see how long it takes for them to do two things. One, if Adam Cole is ready, they're going to run back that Adam Cole and Ricochet match and do the NXT spot where Ricochet flipped in the air and Adam Cole super kicked him out. They're going to run that spot back. I know they are. I want to see how long it takes for them to announce that Adam Cole and Ricochet match, just because they're going to do it on a Dynamite. And then I want to see how long it's going to take for him to say that his AEW run is better than his NXT/Raw/SmackDown run. I think anything that he does in AEW will beat what he did on SmackDown. He had the IC Championship, and then Gunther came in there, knocked him into oblivion. Then that was the end of that story, Raw, I think he had the U.S. Championship. The Raw run kind of exposed how bad he was on the mic, so I don't know. Then it turns to an AEW versus NXT kind of thing, and the NXT, like I said, NXT stuff is stuff of legend, just as far as match quality. And AEW always puts on great matches, so they can compete. You know what I'm saying? It's up there. It is up there. That's Miro, Ricochet. These are the people that you can argue about, saying that their run of AEW is better. Adam Copeland/Edge is not an arguable point. It's not. That's the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Edge has been on multiple WrestleManias, won multiple World Championships, been on multiple Hall of Fame level feuds with other Hall of Famers. And all he has for AEW is the TNT Championship and a spot that he shouldn't have done. So, yeah, man, y'all let me know how you guys feel about it, man. I don't like when Tony Khan says stuff like this, and I don't dislike AEW, but I do dislike the way that they go about certain things, and that leads me to making a really bad opinion about them when I don't want to. But when Tony Khan comes out there and says stupid stuff like this, I don't like it. And I'm making these videos, so hopefully, if he sees this, that he's hearing this from a fan of Copeland, a person who watches AEW from time to time, who watches all the pay-per-views. Cause I'm basically on a pay-per-view only kind of thing with AEW. I can't watch Dynamite or Rampage or Collision. I can't do it. But I usually watch all the pay-per-views. And anything Adam Copeland related, if I could watch Dynamite, I would tune in to see what he has to say. Or I would go on YouTube and watch the recap. I've been locked into Edge to Adam Copeland ever since he's been at AEW. But I've also been locked into Edge for that long. My entire life, I started watching wrestling in 2007. So Edge was right there the entire time. The retirement, the comeback, I was there, crying in front of my TV, Shit, the Royal Rumble return. See, bro, now I'm like thinking of stuff. No, man. But yeah, man, y'all let me know how you guys feel about it, man. If you guys like the video, subscribe if you have not already. Comment down below. Can be the next day. Safe drink water. I love you guys. Praise God, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Damn, man. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony.